Welcome to Al Shishi and thank you for joining us. This ear that heard on Har Sinai the words of Leisignav, one of the 10 commandments, one of the Asas Adibas, Leisignav, not to steal. Thou shalt not steal. And it went and stole. That's what happened to the Avidivi. He had to sell himself for stealing. So that ear gets nirsa, that ear gets pierced. So Rabbi has a very simple kasha. If you learn last week's parsha with Rashi, you know that Leisignav doesn't go on stealing property or money or items or objects. It goes on Gain of Nefashos, on a kidnapper. So even if he would have heard Leisignav and taken the lesson to heart, he didn't kidnap. He stole and he couldn't pay back. That's why he has to sell himself as Zed. It has nothing to do with the Leisignav of the Asaras Hadibros. So what is Rashi saying? The ear that heard Leisignav, and yet it stole and had to sell himself, and now he's an Eved, didn't take it seriously. He did take it seriously. He's not a kidnapper. It has nothing to do with Leisignav. Kakasha. So he said over something that he heard. He was like to hear directly from Rav Shach. So Rav Shach said that Leisignav doesn't just mean thou shalt not steal or thou shalt not kidnap. It means don't be a ganav. That means don't be a person of geneva. There's a million ways you could steal. You can, Gezel Shena is stealing. The Gemara says, if somebody wants to understand something and learning, and the Rebbe gets frustrated, or the Mora, they get impatient, they're stealing. The Maharsha says over there, the Talmud's right to know, because it says, Marasha Kilas Yaakov. You can steal a person's right to answer. If you're in a conversation with somebody and you're arguing and you say something, you don't let them, there's a million ways you can steal. Shach says, of course, the black and white din is going on a Gain of Nefashos. But the issue of Gain of Nefashos itself is told to in a way of Leisignav, because it's telling you, don't let theft come out of you. Don't steal someone's parking spot. Don't cut off somebody in your car and steal their right there. There's a million ways. Somebody feels good about themselves. You tell them, I don't love what you're wearing. You just stole their right to feel good about themselves. There's a million little acts of Geneva that a person could do. Get to any of those things. All that says in Leisignav. So Rashi is saying, it heard Leisignav and it stole. That means he didn't really understand the message of that Leisignav. Einach Nami means kidnapping. That's the halacha. That's what it's going on. But what it's telling you, what the Torah wants from you, and if you look at Tagiyanis Ben Uzil on the Asaras Hadibros, he says this virtually in all the Asaras Hadibros. He doesn't just Leisignav, he says, don't be a person who steals or associates with thieves. Don't be a murderer. Don't be a person who associates with partners, with murderers. Don't have murder in your life. Don't have theft in your life. Don't have niyuf in your life. Not long after World War II, Yisroel Besser had a dry cleaner's in Williamsburg in the early years, and he got a suit one day. And when he was cleaning the suit, he saw there was a lot of cash in the pocket. And he asked the Rav, the Shaprana Rav, who was the Paisik and Sama, do I have to give it back if the client is not a Yid? And he said, no, you don't have to, you can keep it. It's Tayis Hakam. Great. What does Satmar Chasa do? There's no money. Goes and gives it to the Rabbi. The Rabbi has money. He brings it to the Rabbi. The Rabbi says, thank you, where do you have so much money from? And he told him the truth. I got it, and I asked the Shaprana Rav, and he said, I can keep it. The next day the Rebbe calls him and says, oh, here, Yael, his name was also Yael, I want you to take the money back. So he said, why, Rebbe? It's Eilach Vadin. The Dayan said, I can keep it. He said, for 3 reasons. One is, even if it's not a Chel Hashem, maybe he won't know that what happened, but it's not a Kiddush Hashem either. You have a chance to make a Kiddush Hashem. 1. 2 is, I think it'll be good for business if you give it back. It'll be publicized. People will know that you're honest. For dry cleaners, that's nice. 2. And 3 is, and this is the one I'm getting to, it's not good practice to make money for Nianim's Tash. Don't get comfortable taking money from another person's pocket. That means maybe in this case, going to Shulchan Aruch, it's not there. But it's not who you want to be. You want to be a person of honesty, of integrity, of decency, of virtue. You don't want to get into the habit of making money that way. You don't want to make sleazy money. You want to make clean money. You want to make holy money. So it's not, I was telling him, there are other ways to make money, and this is not the best way to do it. Leisignav, maybe it means a guy of nefashos, but it means don't be a thief.